All right, here's the former undisputed UFC welterweight champion and still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. What do you think his approach is going to be here tonight? Because we love the jab, the striking has evolved, but we all know what his bread and butter is.
Well, his bread and butter is his wrestling. I think the only thing I can point to is that he lost the first fight of his career. Then he went on that tremendous run to become the welterweight champion and widely regarded the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That was his bounce back. Tonight he has to do that again. He's got to go back to that mindset that allowed for him as a young fighter to tie George St. Pierre's record for most wins in the welterweight division. That starts tonight, and ultimately he's hoping that leads to another reign atop the welterweight division.
And there have been rumblings about some injuries, maybe a knee, his hand. He says he's healthy. We'll see how it goes for Kamaru Usman getting back on the proving ground here tonight. The Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman, ready to engage yet again here tonight. Well, he still owns the record for the longest title reign in UFC history, nearly 2,500 days. Anderson the Spider Silva, and I guess, DC, with no mandatory retirement age, this guy might go forever.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. One of the guys that when you think of mixed martial arts and you think of the UFC, you immediately think of the Spider. You think of the highlight reel, winning the belt from Rich Franklin, the up kick on Vitor Belfort, the knee against Stephan Bonner, the bobbing and weaving against Forrest Griffin. He has a highlight reel a mile long, one of the most fantastic martial artists the sport has ever seen.
And still proving to be competitive in his mid-40s. That is the goal again tonight for one of the best to ever do it, Anderson the Spider Silva. Anderson Silva has graced the octagon. He's ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. So here we go at the start of round one. Anderson Silva didn't even go to a decision from 2004 to 2009. He has been a fast starter. Most of his UFC fights ending in round one or round two. We'll see how he approaches the early going here. Lands a big right hand early.
Boom, big shot land.
All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. All right, so there's the takedown from Kamaru Usman. We know he has fallen in love with his jab at his hands a little bit, but back to his bread and butter early in this one.
Well, that's his roots, right? For as good as he is in the stand-up, for as powerful as the jab is, it's always going to be the wrestling of Kamaru Usman that's going to lead the day, whether it's offensive or defensive. Kamaru Usman will wrestle if he ever wants to be the champion again.
Silva getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out.
This is a terrible position.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
2 minutes now to go in the opening round. Oh, big elbow.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Usman's back in full mount.
He's got to start throwing down.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Oh, right into mount.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Usman.
Nice transition.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman. Round 2 straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, let's check out some of the action, DC. What a display of just sheer punching in that last round.
I mean, he looks like a boxer.
Ready to fight. Ready.
Round 2 underway.
Usman's doing a real good job with his jab right now. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, beautifully placed shot to the leg.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Fighters separate from the clinch now.
Nice movement punch. It's just crazy.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Usman. He's looking for that left hand. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Usman's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Oh, huge shots being landed on both sides.
Oh, nice right hand.
Silva gets back up. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Man. Great shot there, PC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and find it. Don't rush. Be patient. And in that patience, you'll find the punch or kick that will put your opponent out.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Both fighters throwing heat now. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is... And that one certainly found the target. Oh, and he found the target again. And they separate. beautiful entry as he gets the takedown late in the round, too, which could have an impact on the judges' potential.
Absolutely.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, he might be in trouble here. Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what that brought to the octagon and it showed in that defense.
And the horn sounds on round 2. Heading back to the corner now. Usman's corner now. We'll take a look at that lip. The cut man is in, and you got to tighten that up. It's really starting to bleed now. We'll see if it rears its ugly head as this fight continues. All right, so Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Alistair Overeem, it is not. But let us look back at some of the replays from that round because there's a cut on the lip now that he's got to deal with.
As long as I never got to see nothing like that again in my entire life, I'm okay calling fights. And this cut is not that. But it was the perfect shot that landed in the right spot that opened up that cut on the lip.
All right, so we will see if the cut man can do anything about that and for the fighter try to raise his guard and be more sound defensively in this next round. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did the on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Oh, that's big. Big right hand. Now he's backed up.
Right hand over the top. Usman's bleeding heavily from the mouth right now. Cut man can only do so much with a cut on the lip, and it's only getting worse by the minute. Fighters separate from the clinch. Just had a range a little bit right here.
Oh, man! Oh, both landed. Oh!
Silva gets back up. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Usman's mouth is just dripping blood everywhere. That is as bad a cut as I have seen in recent memory.
That's a great punch. There's a lot of damage if you can hit him in the body that clean.
Back and forth we go!
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Back to his feet.
Oh, right hand. Now some separation from his clinch position.
And he caught the kick. Oh, beautiful reaction by him there, DC. Caught the kick and immediately countered with a perfectly timed takedown.
I mean, John, when you can have a reactionary takedown, it's usually the easiest one because you don't have to go and find the takedown. You just see something, you counter and react on it, and it makes the takedown much easier.
Usman's an absolute mess right now. This fight might actually get stopped by the ringside position due to that cut. Takedown defense holds up. And now some separation. And he lands a kick to the leg now. Pretty good work on the feet tonight by Silva. Well, if this fighter gets back to the stool, he's going to get an earful from his coaches. Confidence seems to be abandoning him.
Yeah, you kind of see him looking to survive as opposed to winning the fight. When you're in there, you are there to win a fight, not just be standing at the final bell.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so that round is in the books. Usman's lip is hanging right now. Probably not the softest verb I could have used, but they might call on the ringside physician. They might have no choice but to stop the fight. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, big knee! Back to the feet. Oh, I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. your seat. Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jumped up and down. Am I watching the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight? You don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler.
Oh, misses with the jab. Oh, that's a huge connection there, DC.
And his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is...
Another hit. He's hurt bad.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 58 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Well, he is still considered by some to be the greatest to ever do it. And Anderson Silva certainly did it tonight. What a performance for the future Hall of Famer. He let his myriad skills take over and made it look relatively easy at times. Big W for the Spider under the lights tonight.